All right, just headshots, right? That's all we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Headshots.
Oh God, don't get my belly in it.
Yeah. All right, so where are we?
We are.
First, who are you?
I'm Captain Carl.
Hey, Captain Carl. Welcome aboard.
Hi, Captain Dave. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So let's recap for the last 2 days because it's been a train wreck. So I flew back from Connecticut for Christmas. We got back on the 63 Hatteras and we took that one up to Southport. So we launched that at Ross Marine, and as you saw, if you guys were following along on the short, we lost all of our power right at the Ben Sawyer Bridge. So we lost both engines and the generator. Thank God the bridge, I'd already called, the bridge was opening up. I was able to get the starboard engine started and work myself sideways through the bridge. Yes, there was 30 knots of wind. Somebody's already commented and said that there was no waves on the water. We need fetch, so we need a lot of space like we are where we are right now. See the waves, right? Wind. So yes, there was still 30 knots of wind. There was a small craft advisory in 6-foot seas outside of Charleston, and when we came around the corner on that, the boat would go sideways, so it was coming right on our backside. So yes, there was 30 knots of wind and also a several knot current heading upriver, which was awesome because I used that to get us through the bridge on one engine, 30 feet away from the bridge. So the owner bought a new pair of pants. Waving hi to him because I know he's watching. Crown up to you. I'm sure you're sitting here having a crown somewhere. So nice job helping me bring the boat up. Boat ran great. End result was the starboard batteries were bad. And when I shifted in gear, it dropped out the engine, which then was connected to the generator, and that dropped out. Why the port one went out too, I'm not quite sure, but we lost that one as well. So anyway, we got to the bridge, and when we got up to Georgetown 2 nights ago, we worked till about midnight, fixing everything, got all of the hydraulics done again on the hydraulic system, got the Glendenning bled out, so all the controls were running good on that. First thing in the morning, we had new batteries show up, we threw those in, went offshore and had a great run up to Southport. The autopilot didn't work, so we had to hand steer for all 10 hours of the trip going from Georgetown to Southport and all the way up the ditch. So he definitely got some wheel time on that. Awesome boat though. I mean, 2-foot seas every 4 seconds. It just barrels through them. There's nothing like an old Hatteras. So obviously I'm partial to Hatteras because I own several of them. But so that was that trip, and then I drove home last night at 10 o'clock. Got on a plane this morning at 8 o'clock, and we're now in Alabama. And we're on Boogie, our 86 Pacific Mariner, and we're taking that to Marathon, Florida. I think it's going to take us, how long did I say?
43 hours.
43 hours, plus or minus 8. I don't know, we'll see. We're at 10:07 now, we've just left. We're actually an hour ahead of schedule, but we also have to deal with a time zone change, which is going to be somewhere, do you know where that is around here?
Key West. Otherwise, it's almost Tallahassee.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why it
It's
changes.
way easier.
Yeah, so we're going to be good up to the point where we're not good, and then we're going to be an hour behind schedule?
Yes.
Yes, so an hour behind schedule. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you lose an hour going from Central to Eastern.
Right. I knew that.
You knew
I'm
that.
checking your memory.
Check out my skills.
Your skills.
It's your first time with me.
That's right.
Check me out.
That's right. So we're gonna. It's 4 o'clock now. We're gonna do the overnight, and we're just gonna try and do a straight shot down a Marathon. What marina are we going to down there?
Faro Blanco.
Barber Marina, which is on the north side of Marathon. Boogie just came out of the yard. Everything looks pretty good. So night shift tonight. I haven't slept in like 3 days, so I'm gonna get to bed around midnight tonight, and my next shift will be 6 o'clock in the morning. These guys are gonna split the rest of the night shift. For dinner tonight, what are you guys feeling? We bought these guys provisioned for me, so got chicken. Huh?
I'm not even hungry.
You're not even hungry? I'm gonna throw you overboard. You're not even hungry.
Pork chops
Hey.
sound good.
So speaking of food, do you know what's down in the galley down there?
What is
Over
down
in the
galley?
corner. Bananas.
Yeah, and
Do you know about bananas on a boat? That is.
you're one of those superstitious
I
guys.
texted Heath And I pointed to him, and he's just like, "You better throw them away!" We were on the Spirit of South Carolina.
Yeah.
And we were heading offshore, and we were literally waiting for the insurance papers.
Right.
And I said, "Good thing we don't have bananas on board." And the head of the volunteer group was just looked at me like with this ghost look. I'm like, "Brian."
Uh-oh.
I go, "Do we have bananas on board the boat?" And he's just like, I go, "Brian, go down and get those bananas." So he went down into the mess and grabbed the bananas, and we immediately threw them overboard down in Savannah. It still didn't go well for us. We were denied the insurance ticket, and we had to turn back around on the shoal and head back in, and we did it 2 weeks later.
Wow.
So, do you know the root cause of the banana thing?
I know the historical version
historical.
about bananas coming in great big stalks and spiders being in the bananas.
Well, that's true. But
Okay.
more importantly, when we were dealing with scurvy and stuff like that, we would use citrus, right?
Right.
Well, they threw bananas on board with the citrus.
Right.
And you've ever wondered why the top of the banana is wrapped in cellophane or something like that?
Right.
It's because that's where the banana off-gasses.
Right.
And when it off-gasses, it also off-gasses and ripens or sours
around
everything
it.
else,
Okay.
including all of the citrus.
Gotcha.
So that's why that's where the history stems from, and then it just
Alright.
became superstition and lore after that. So I've never had a good passage with bananas on board. So hopefully those are not going to cause a problem.
Feel free to evict them if it makes you feel better.
No, they're
I've
here.
done
The
hundreds of
karma is
passages
already
with
done.
them.
It's already done. It doesn't matter. So,
I had a good friend that could tell you 100 stories of bad luck with bananas on board. I've never had that problem yet. Not that there's not a first time.
And by the way, immediately after I saw those bananas on board, I'm like, I'm going to go do an engine check.
And everything was
fine, except for the new dripless seals that we just put on are leaking.
That's odd. They weren't leaking when I checked them this morning. Or
Yeah,
yesterday,
because they were
now
stationary.
we're
Now
moving.
they're moving. Yeah, so it's
So
not.
they're not dripless seals.
They're never dripless. They're always drip some. Anyway, so that's the wrap up. That trip went great. Really happy for the owner. We've got a few other minor things that we've got to do at the end of the month when I get back up to Southport. He wants them to come back up, and so this is going to be our trip from here to Marathon, and then taking a couple days off. A couple days off on the water, and then we're going to be on our 92 Lazara heading down to Fort Lauderdale, and then on to Key West. So that's where we are. That's what we're doing. And we'll see you guys in a couple days. We have So what do we got for dinner? Captain Carl wanted some pork chops. We're blacking them things up. Look at the size of that thing. My God, that's Carl's right there. That's yours right there, my friend.
I love it.
That one.
I'll probably eat it for 3 days.
Yep. So we're blackening that up. I've made up some potatoes, which I thought they bought, but apparently Heath had left them. So I'll cut up a little onions and peppers and boil them up just a little bit, just to soften them with some fresh garlic, salt and pepper. And then I just put some green beans on the back burner there. They might get done by the time we're done. So that's dinner right there. And you liking it so far?
Loving it so far.
We got the doors open because we're getting blasted out with all that Cajun seasoning. But we're leaving Alabama, right? So it's Cajun country. So we need a little Cajun in our life before we head completely offshore. So I'm going to finish doing those. And yeah, that's what's for dinner. We'll see what it looks like when it's all plated up. If we can see through this smoke. Yeah, it's dinner time. So, big pork chops. There's Carl's right there. Some green beans and some roasted potatoes. We are ready to eat. we'll do a review after we're done. I'm hoping it's better than the lasagna I had heading out of Hilton Head. We'll see what happens.
Would that be a review?
All right, so I'm done. What do you think, Daniel? Did you like it?
Absolutely delicious.
All right. So not too bad with some rounded out pans and electric stove and
Like cotton candy. I'd lick my plate if they wouldn't laugh at me.
how's your pork chop? How's it done?
Oh my God, that is fantastic.
Medium
That's
rare?
the best pork chop I've ever eaten in my life. Perfect. That's so good.
Remember, we're a yachting channel, not a food channel. So
Right.
don't call me to start. I'm not a personal chef. I'm not coming to your house and making you dinner. But
But if you hire him to drive your boat or work on it, maybe he'll cook for you.
there you go. Absolutely.
Is that
Absolutely.
extra?
No. Sadly, I should charge for different hats, but I
Yes,
don't.
You should.
So, what time is it anyway? What time we got?
6:15.
6:15. Did you do the 6 o'clock log? Good for you. Wait, so we've only been down here for 15 minutes?
20.
So you're lying to me? No. He's lying. I'm gonna go up there. The log ain't gonna be done.
Well, I couldn't see the instrument.
Yeah.
There you go. Now we're telling the truth.
All right,
Couldn't read the note.
we'll go back up and do the 6 o'clock log, and so yeah, we're gonna finish up dinner here. I'm done. What do you guys are so slow?
I wouldn't
I'm
eat it all.
savoring every bite.
Good to hear. So we'll have breakfast in the morning. Do some eggs and bacon, some sausage, some fresh fruit, and some yogurt, maybe some granola.
Bananas.
Y'all, all right, just stop for a hot second. Let me just go over here. I think I said this, just so you know. Bananas on board one of my boats. Oh my God, I'm telling you, I haven't slept in 3 days. I'm not going to sleep again at night until we get those bananas off the boat. I don't care how they get off the boat. You eat them, make them go away. I don't really care. Let's have bananas Foster for dessert.
Right?
You all got some rum?
I'm sure
we got. I'll make bananas Foster just to make those things go away. All right, I'm making bananas Foster right now. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, it's almost New Year's. What time is it? I don't know. What the heck's the time? Around here somewhere. It's on my phone, which I'm using right now. It's 11 something. It's 11:09. I just did the 11 o'clock log. I should know that. Anyway, I am a bit cold. I've been sitting up here on watch for 6 hours. The guys went down after dinner around 6 o'clock. So I took the 6 to 9 and the 9 to 12 shift. So they're going to do 12 to 3, 3 to 6. And Carl told me not to bother setting my alarm. So I'll sleep in, and that probably won't work out very well, I'm sure. But so I'll probably get up around 7 o'clock tomorrow morning and do breakfast for the guys. Seas have definitely picked up. We're like, I mean, not bad, like 3/4s at 4 seconds. So again, cadence, so 3 to 4 feet high, and every 4 seconds they're kind of hitting us. But they're on the stern quarter. You can feel the boat roll. This is a really pretty stable boat, so we don't really feel it all that much. But I kind of just looked out over there. You can't really see, but I was like, huh, boy, they're white capping, and lots of white caps really, and quite high. So, and I realized that I've been up on the bridge for 6 hours and I haven't done a video. So dinner was great. Like I said, the guys are down. It is almost New Year's. I'm getting a couple of texts from friends and family saying that there's fireworks going off everywhere, and there is nothing happening out here. I haven't seen a darn thing on radar. Pretty clear night, which is quite nice. We have a waxing gibbous moon, or whatever the heck it is, which is almost full moon. So you can kind of see, out in the horizon. You can actually sort of see, if I put the phone down, yeah, I can kind of see the horizon up in there, which is nice. So if there's a ship or a platform, oil derrick or something that's defunct or whatever, that's not lit up, and it should come up on radar. But if it doesn't, then I could still see the kind of the silhouette of it. So it's pretty good for night navigation, having that. So, and I can kind of see, I don't know if you can see behind, maybe you can see. No, you really can't. Yeah, look, see right up in there? Right there. So you can sort of see the horizon, even though it's pitch black out. It's not too bad tonight, which is quite nice. So anyway, Happy New Year, guys. Thank you all for watching all the videos and commenting, and I like all the good and the bad posts, and you guys know that I got a pretty good sense of humor. So if you say something stupid or whatever, 9 times out of 10 I'm just going to give you a snarky comment back, and it's only in good fun. Like, that's what this channel's about. It's not to pick or whatever. So when you guys write me a snarky comment, you're going to get something snarky back. So that's just the way it is, and you know, whatever. So I haven't slept in a few days, just because of the last trip that we did. So hopefully I'll get some sleep tonight. But anyway, like I said, Happy New Year, guys. My shift's almost up in about 45 minutes. I'm going to go down, and as always, thanks for watching. The channel's grown quite a bit this year. Lots of views and likes and whatever, so keep it up. And if you guys haven't subscribed, it does help us out. I don't ever say that, but it really does help us out if you guys do like and subscribe to our channel. So, and we'll bring you guys more content. And again, it's just me doing this. I don't have a camera crew or whatever. So yeah, sometimes it's not going to be the best. And again, I apologize. I always try and make it better. But so anyway, Happy New Year's. I hope you guys are all with your family and watching some fireworks and having some good food and drink. I will see you guys next. All right, well, quick breakfast. I got Daniel cleaning the dishes over there. Got some scrambled eggs, some sausage, which really just didn't actually toast. They just burned. I don't know what was. I actually had to add oil to the pan. That's how much grease and fat was coming out of it. None. So they just kind of torched. Yeah, they'll be all right. And then a nice little parfait. And Daniel doesn't like. He's adverse to the yogurt. So that's his right there.
Something wrong with me?
Absolutely not. No, nothing at all. And then when I got up this morning, the guys told me that the back Laz door opened up last night and it's filled with water. So we've got to go crash pump that out and get all the ladders out and fix the latch. So we'll do that after coffee and after breakfast. All right, so this morning's problem is that sometime last night, the latch, so the lazarette, which is right there, came apart. And it's now completely filled with water. You notice the latch is gone. So it's somewhere down in there, and that goes down a couple of feet. So we lost, well, I don't know if we lost it. It's water tight. But our Hubble here converter, 100 to 250s, that was floating around in there. The hose was floating around in there. So I'm going to get a crash pump in there and try and get that pumped out and see if I can't find the latch and get that put back together again, because that's a major problem. Daniel, you having fun yet?
Oh, absolutely.
Nothing like working at 10 knots and 3-foot seas on the back of a deck. Water coming in. Crash pump out, water's getting down into the crew. There's a bilge pump in here, but I don't think it's working. All the way in the back there, you can see, and water keeps coming in. We've got everything cleared out, but I cannot find the latch as of right now. So we've got to drain this a little bit more and see if we can't find the latch. But we're starting to gain on it a little bit. But as you can see, more water is coming in as we're moving. But so. Hope we can jump down in there and find it quick. Just got to go back up in there so we can latch it down and make the seal. Beautiful day out in the Gulf of America or China or Mexico. Wherever you call this place now. Daniel, having fun over there? Just shoveling S against the tide here. We've slowed down a little bit because the water's still just coming over the top and going down in the crew and filling this thing back up again. Crash pump's working. And we can't find, and there's another bilge underneath here. So once we get this pumped out, we got to get down to the lower bilge and pump that out. And the bilge pump probably clearly is not working because it's not turning on. And it's not showing us that it's on. So that's a major problem. And we've got everything out of here and we can't find any of the latching equipment. So we don't know where any of that is. I mean, I'm not going to lie. If I got to, I'll screw this thing back down to the deck because this isn't good. We can do fiberglass repair. Sinking the boat? No. Ain't gonna do that. At least we're not getting water down in crew anymore. And we're starting to make some progress on this. Crystal clear blue water. We're like in 1,600 feet of water or something like that. So really want to try and get this thing fixed. More going in. All right, Danielle, you having fun yet? We've slowed down to a crawl, just trying to keep the waves from crashing back. We've been pumping for probably close to an hour now. That's a lot of water in there, and there's another bilge pump. There's another bilge underneath. Bilge pump. We just finally saw that one of the wires is not working, so this bilge pump isn't working at all. There is no hardware for the door at all. We don't know where the hell it is or where it went. But for the sake of the boat, I'm going to put 2 holes in here. That's not something that I want to do, but I'm going to drill 2 pilot holes and we're going to screw it down because I'm not going to worry about this all day. And then tonight, especially at night, the seas pick back up again. I don't know how much. I mean, this is a lot of water, so it's squat in the back of the boat. And then remember, there's another bilge underneath there that we've got to get to. So for 2 holes and a little bit of fiberglass work or some 4,200, I'm not worrying about it. We don't have any of the parts. I don't have any of the tools. Drilling 2 holes and getting her screwed down so we can drive a little bit safer. Now, Daniel, I'd venture to guess that it's never a good sign when you're in 1,600 feet of water, 500 miles offshore and ankle deep in water. Which, honestly, the water was up to here, waist deep. Yeah, waist deep in water. Oh, I'm gonna wait just another couple minutes before I pull that hatch, just in case there's no water in there. I don't want to dump all this down there. So we're still pumping, and then we're gonna just screw this thing down. Up, and there we go. Okay. Yep. Shoveling it against the tide. Fun stuff. At least the water is somewhat warm. It's not in Puget Sound or anything, you know. Oh my God.
It's 60 degrees in Pensacola.
Heck yeah.
Water temperature.
Yep. All right, we're gonna keep at it here. And just like everything else, I tried to drill a hole. I got one little starter pilot done, and then the battery died, and then the other battery is completely dead. So I can't put a screw in there. So we're just gonna. We took the castle nuts off of the pistons. It's down. We've got the rope on top for now, and I'll come back and we'll get it. Well, I'll just put a screw on it just to maintain it and get it down. The bilge pump is completely shot in there, so not good. So hopefully this will protect most of it. What a mess.
I don't want to give you grief about not having bananas on the boat.
Okay, all right, fair point. Okay, so
it's okay if you give me grief about bananas.
Yes.
But I just need to know on all the other boats that you had problems that didn't have bananas, is the lack of bananas maybe the problem?
I don't know. So as we just finished the last project and pumped out 500 plus gallons of water and probably burned up a $8,000 Y adapter, I'm thinking to myself, what caused all of this? And I realize that we have bananas on board. I'm not quite sure, Carl, that would have happened if we didn't have bananas on board.
Maybe
But you
we
do.
shouldn't
But
have
I
started
will.
on the
I will
last
give
wreck.
you some credit. You do bring up a good point about the last trip that I did, and I lost all the engines, right? But here's the difference, right?
Right.
Is that if I had bananas on board, I think on the other boat, and
It would have been worse.
the bridge wouldn't have been open, and I would have just crashed into the bridge.
Gotcha.
But because I had called for the bridge to be open and the engines died right as the bridge was opening, I was able to get one engine fired up and we were just able to slide through sideways, therefore eliminating the problem. So it really wasn't a problem. It was just a minor hiccup. Whereas now we've got bananas on board and the back of the boat's sinking. And the bilge pump is cut, and then the battery died for the drill that I was going to use to screw. I mean, I needed 30 seconds worth of battery power on that stupid drill to drill a hole and put a screw through the deck to hold it down, and it died. So I've got the battery charger battery charging now. So
There we go.
So where are we now? Now that we've triaged all that stuff.
We're in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes, we are.
Probably 120 miles west of Tampa.
Yep.
We are 270 nautical miles from Key West, or Marathon.
Marathon.
Rather, which puts us roughly 230 miles southeast of Pensacola/Mobile, Alabama. So we're like 20 miles from halfway.
There you go. I bumped it up a little bit. We're now doing 11 gallons a side, which is perfectly acceptable. Almost 1,200 RPM, which is basically idle still. And we're doing 12.6 knots. So theoretically, we're going to get in at 10 knots at noon tomorrow. If we go 11 knots, we're now going to be there at 10 o'clock and declining. So there's a possibility that I might be able to get a flight out tomorrow night, as opposed to spending another day in Marathon and charging the owner and whatever. If I can get out and gone, then that's what we'll do. So balancing fuel burn and arrival time with flight time and everything else. So it's all calculations. That's all we do. Fuel burn, fuel calculations, when can I get out, what's the sea conditions, and it did get a little rougher last night, didn't it?
It did. It did. We had some good force.
Yeah, with white caps and...
Yeah.
I kind of looked out one time. I was looking out over here, and I was like, whoa, okay. Well, I think I need to adjust my logbook to accommodate the not 2 foot at 4 seconds, but more like 4 feet, 4 seconds in white caps.
Yeah.
So that may have been what precipitated the back to start all that stuff coming up. So who knows? But we just did almost coming up on the 11 o'clock log. And I don't know. I think we might do... some roasted duck for lunch or something. What do you think?
Sounds yummy.
Yeah, we don't have roasted duck.
Oh man.
What about spam?
Yeah, my hopes up. No.
Fry up some spam like bologna.
Bread and water.
Yeah. So, all right, that's where we sit. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong, and hopefully I can put that screw in that back deck, and that's the end of that. So, but bananas, that's our problem. We need to eat. Has anybody eaten those
bananas
things?
For lunch. I ate another one this morning.
Okay. I might have one now.
Yeah, and I have my leftover pork chop in my 3 a.m. shift, so that was good.
You liked it?
Another pork chop would be great, but I don't think we have anymore.
We don't. But I do have chicken.
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
Well, we're going to do that for dinner.
Yeah.
Unless we have enough. So I'm going to do like
that'll be dinner.
a rosemary chicken with
Listen,
pasta.
If you make lunch and dinner, I'm going to be,
Okay.
I'll have enough buoyancy for both of us.
All right, we're just going to do that for dinner then.
There you go.
So, all right. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Happy New Year, by the way. It's New Year's Day.
Happy New Year.
Yay, New Year's Day.
Yay, we're still alive.
In the Gulf of Mexico.
America.
America.